Number 10. Amy Winehouse. In 2011, amazingly talented British singer and songwriter Amy Winehouse became the latest member of the horribly sad 27 Club, a community of celebrities who all died at 27 years old. Amy's incredible deep contralto voice and rich mix of musical genres, including rhythm and blues, jazz, and soul, immediately blew away the music world. Unfortunately, she was heavy into heroin and alcohol, which severely altered her appearance and ate away at her. She never managed to stay in rehab long enough to cure herself of addiction. Number 9. Whitney Houston. Another amazingly talented singer, Whitney Houston was known as one of the most powerful voices on earth, cranking out #1 hits one after another. Whitney was said to have gotten hooked on crack cocaine by then-husband, singer Bobby Brown. Her sad physical transformation happened before our very eyes, and sadly culminated with her death in 2012, just before the Grammy Awards. Number 8. Matthew Perry. Matthew Perry's story certainly isn't as sad as Amy's and Whitney's. The actor most famous for playing Chandler Bing on NBC's popular sitcom Friends from 1994 to 2004 really struggled with alcohol and drugs, including opium derivatives and amphetamines. He's long kicked the habit and now campaigns very actively to raise awareness about drug abuse. His rough years did take their toll though, as you can see from these photos. Number 7. Mischa Barton. Gorgeous young actress Mischa Barton had been in show business for over 20 years now, believe it or not, but her real breakout role came back in 2003 when she was cast as Marissa Cooper on the TV series The O.C. Unfortunately, soon after she left the show, she apparently started mirroring the life of her character, struggling with alcohol and drug abuse for years. Her partying ways gave her body a hard time, as you can see from these photos. Number 6. Steven Tyler. Some musicians take the sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle a bit too literally. This certainly was the case for Aerosmith lead singer Steven Tyler, who now talks very openly about his struggles that he went through with drugs. Steven says he started getting high when he was 16 and experimented with a great number of drugs for years after that. He now says staying sober is a day-to-day thing, but his face and body sure remind us of how irreversible abusing drugs can be. Number 5. Amanda Bynes. Young actress Amanda Bynes was looking at an incredibly promising career, with roles on long-running TV series like All That and What I Like About You, and movies like Easy A and She's the Man. Amanda was one of Hollywood's it girls, but the wholesome-looking child actress used drugs and because of them struggled with mental illness. She ended up getting arrested for a few DUIs and admitted that she smoked marijuana and abused prescription drugs. Although she was institutionalized a few times and seems to be doing much better, she's had a rough time of it, as we can certainly tell from these photos. Number 4. Tara Reid. Gorgeous young actress Tara Reid was considered one of the most beautiful women in the world in the 1990s. Acting in some of the most popular rom-coms of the era, she quickly became extremely popular, but might not have been equipped mentally or emotionally to deal with fame. Alcohol and drugs took over her life and started really affecting her mental and physical health. Another horrifying example of the consequences of alcohol and drug abuse. Number 3. Courtney Love. Lead singer of the group Hole, wife of Kurt Cobain, excellent actress, notably in The People vs. Larry Flynt and Sons of Anarchy, Courtney Love's been struggling with drugs and alcohol in a very public way for as long as we can remember. Mixing alcohol and prescription drugs was a particularly big problem for her for a while, and although she says she's off drugs now and doing much better, the past certainly haunts her, as you can tell from these pictures. Number 2. Lindsay Lohan. Super child actress Lindsay Lohan became an instant star thanks to her amazing acting ability in such films as the remakes of The Parent Trap and Freaky Friday. Sadly, her partying life, her drug and alcohol abuse, and her crazy lifestyle made her more notorious than the roles that made her famous. Lindsay went from being a cute young girl when she played Allie Fowler on Another World to a broken, beat-up young woman whom we all wish would just get her act together, because when she's well, she does some amazing work. But the pain she's put her body through will probably always show on her face. Number 1. Charlie Sheen. Son of actor Martin Sheen, Charlie started his acting career as a teenager and did some amazing work in films like Platoon and comedies like Major League and Hot Shots, before becoming a household name on the sitcom 2.5 Men. His alcohol and drug abuse turned him into a monster in Hollywood. He became so hard to handle, he was fired from the uber-popular sitcom. The drugs and alcohol didn't help him control his partying, and a few months ago, Sheen came out in the media admitting that he had contracted HIV. As you can see, the brutal years of abuse his body underwent certainly shows on his face. Let's wish him the best.